Okay, in this video, we're going to talk about what molar mass is, and then we're going to talk about how to take the molar mass and use it to convert between moles and mass. Now, molar mass is actually pretty straightforward for elements. It's going to be the exact same number as your atomic mass. So, for example, if we look at lithium and bromine, if you find lithium on the periodic table, 6.94 is the atomic mass. Well, we're going to use that as the molar mass, okay? Same with bromine as well. Now, what the word of molar mass means, it's basically the mass in grams of any substance that is in 1 mole, okay? So if I had 1 mole of lithium atoms, it would be 6.94 grams per 1 mole. 1 mole of bromine would be 79.9 grams per 1 mole. And so that's the way we could just look it up on the periodic table if it's just an element. However, if it's not just an element, if it's a compound, then we have to add all of the elements together. So, for example, H2O, water. If I have 2 hydrogen atoms, that means I need to take the molar mass of hydrogen and multiply it by 2. So I take the 1.01 grams per mole of hydrogen, multiply by 2, that gives me 2.02 grams of mole per mole. And then I have 1 oxygen, so that's 16 grams per mole. Then I add those 2 things together. That creates 18.02 grams per mole, and that would be my molar mass for water. I would suggest that you take a minute to pause the video to go try these on your own to see if you can solve them, okay? Number 3 would be especially tricky. What you're going to do is you're going to solve in the parentheses first, then multiply by the 2, then add by the other one. But go ahead and try to solve these on your own. So go ahead and pause it now, solve it. Now you should have received these answers, and these are all the molar masses for those different subjects. Okay, so hopefully you are able to solve for them. Now let's say I wanted to use my molar mass to convert between things. So let's say I had 22 grams of boron, and I wanted to find out first how many moles it has, and then I wanted to find out how many atoms it has. Okay, the top part shows us how to convert to moles. So I'm going to look boron up on the periodic table. I'm going to start with my 22 grams, and I'm going to do my dimensional analysis. So 1 mole goes above the line, and 10.81 grams of boron goes below the line. Now, the reason why that is because I'm trying to cancel out grams. I don't want grams anymore, I want moles. So I take my 22, divide by the 10.81, that gives me 2.04 moles of boron. Now that I have my about 2 moles of boron, I'm going to convert it from moles to atoms by using Avogadro's number. So Avogadro's number goes above the line because I want atoms, and then 1 mole goes below the line because I want to get rid of moles. So it's going to be 2 times 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, and that gives me 1.3 times 10 to the 24th after I've moved the decimal around. Now go ahead and pause the video to try these ones on your own. The first one, you're using lithium and you're finding out how many moles it is, then how many atoms. And then the second one, chlorine, just the element, okay? That's just atoms of chlorine, not the diatomic compound of chlorine, okay? So go ahead and work on that for a minute starting now. And you should have received these answers. Okay? And if you have any concerns, you're not getting the correct answer, you still don't understand, you need to go talk to your chemistry teacher about it. Okay? And that's all for today.